It's obviously an ankle sprain, so it'll be the usual procedure. We'll get it scared tomorrow, but it's encouraging he walked off, so that's a favourable thing. So until we get it scared, we won't really know.
Did you heart in your mouth when you saw him go down?
Oh, it's just one of those things you don't like to see any player go down, but when you sort of when they reach for an ankle, then you know that's not always going to be good. Particularly Jerry, he's a pretty tough customer, and he would have hated more having to come off than the actual injury itself. But we'll think positive until we get a result from the scans.
Did you lost Appy as well? No, Tommy, no, I had down 12-0. Pretty correct.
Yeah, no, it was probably not so much the sort of losing the troops. It was probably being down 12-0 against they're a good footy side, Canberra, and they really came out of the blocks as we knew they would. So to keep cool heads and to claw back our way back into the game. And to regroup and to recount that deficit is particularly pleasing.
The boys looked like they played about fear a bit after Cherry Evans went off in some ways. Was there a message there to change the way they attacked? Or?
How do you mean without fear?
Well, they offload the ball around a lot.
No, I think that was that kind of a day. They backed themselves. And it's good to see them having confidence in their own ability, really, because they're a good defensive side. They've been number one defensively, so that second phase is that offload is always hard for any side to defend against, isn't it? Really, plus a bit of the heat.
Lachlan's first game, this year, first game for the year.
Well, I think it was his first game since last year about this time. Yeah, so he stepped up really well, controlled it pretty well.
So how did you rate that game, and why did you make that 5-8 swap?
We're just probably looking for a little bit more punch, a little bit more carry down that left side. We decided we thought Lachlan could deliver that. I thought he was pretty good today. I thought he controlled that pretty well. But no doubt young Kane will come definitely into the consideration, the configuration of it next year. Footy's like that, swings on a pendulum, doesn't it? Yeah, no, you're right. Go on, what were you going to say? I finished. Sorry? I couldn't hear your question.
Post-match, Lachlan said he was really grateful for being given the opportunity, or to weigh up whether or not it was worth even coming back to play footy. You gave him the option to play today. How does that make you feel as a coach that you've given him the opportunity?
He's worked particularly hard. It's always, in a rehab situation, particularly his case, I think it was back to back back. That makes 3 knee reconstructions. So it's always hard, and there's always going to be a few dark places. But no, he's backed himself, and it's really pleasing to see him get back. But it's one game. I'm sure he wants to put 150 together. Yeah.
I'm sure next week you're playing the Canberra. What are your thoughts on that game?
I've done a lot of tape on them. They're a good footy side. They are playing really good footy. I like the style of footy they're playing, and they're really backing each other. They're playing for each other, which is really good, and they would have been really got a lot of confidence out of the win against the Cowboys yesterday, and they were really competitive against South Sydney, who are up there as benchmark team, and they were pretty good the week before against Melbourne, who are now salacious. So it'll be a tough game. So we're going to have to, and particularly now, we'll have to make a few changes in the makeup of our side. But they're playing a good brand of footy. He's doing a good job, Dean Pay.
Very much the side that you almost pieced together, that team, you get many of them.
That's a bit early, isn't it? Sorry, mate, very much,
Well, it's the side a lot of those blokes you've had a lot to do with and almost piece.
Oh, that's what I said. Yeah, no, and that's why it's pleasing to see them performing. So it doesn't surprise me. They're a capable footy side who, if you just underestimate a little bit, you know, they can burn you. They're defending well. Yeah, playing okay.
Anything personal in the game, Des?
Oh no, there's nothing personal. No, never.
Point to prove?
No. God, it was 2 years ago. Jesus Christ, it was 2 years ago. So, but you've got a week to think about it. So I'm sure
We'll come up with something.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll come up with something there. But no, not personal. No, not at all. Looking forward to it. Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
Who's-
Did Appy have an injury, were you saying? Or
Sorry, mate.
was it an injury for Appy or did he just stay off? An injury for, sorry, just on today, was it an injury for Appy Coruscant or did he?
Yes, yeah. He's got a tweaked his calf.
And
Scans for him too, though.
Yes.
And George Tafua, did he come off later?
He tweaked the calf as well.
Scans him too.
Huh?
Scans him.
That's true, if any, we did. It was a day for calves.
Surface test.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
It's nasty.